In this video, I'll be talking about real estate investments, profitability pointers. This is a question in the lips of every real estate investor. How will I know if my property will appreciate? How will I know if the returns on this particular investment is going to be worth it? And that is a question I'll be answering in this video. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. My name is Peace Okafor, real estate advisor and investment expert. I teach you how to invest in real estate and also how to monetize your property. So please stay subscribed to this channel. So let's get right into today's topic. On Monday, I talked about questions you need to ask yourself before you invest in real estate. And one of the important questions is your why. Everything you do, you start with why. Why do you want to invest? And why do you want to invest? Yes, because that is going to set the pace of your investment all through. Are you going into this for short term or long term? Yes, because this question is very, very important in order to choose the kind of investment options that will be available to you. So if you've not answered this question, I advise you to go back to the previous video. I'm going to plug in the link on the description box so you can go back there and listen to it and answer these questions, because those questions will actually influence this topic today. You understand? Because I'll be talking about what makes your property appreciate. How will you know? What are the pointers to show that this property will actually appreciate? So number one, in fact, location can never be underestimated when it comes to real estate investment. And I'll tell you why. Every real estate investor wants to make profit. Who invests without wanting to make profits? Yes, everybody does. So choosing a very good location, it is very, very important to your investment. Like I said last week, there's a particular place in Lagos. I stumbled upon that place sometime, I think last year, last 2 years, and I'll tell you, in the next 5 years, that place won't sell beyond what it's selling now. Because even people that own lands there are even looking for a way to even give away, like they are selling at distressed prices, because that area cannot appreciate, and that's the truth. So not all lands, not all properties will appreciate, not all. Some would take a very, very short time to appreciate, while some will take a longer time. And there are some factors, there are a lot of factors that influences that. There are lots of them, but I'll be talking about just two in this video, which number one is location. I remember I said last week, choose a goal, short term or long term. So if you're actually investing for short term, you need to go for an already developed location. You can't want to let me use the word cash out on your investment in the next 2 years and you're buying somewhere far away from development. It's not magic. It is not magic. It's not magic. It cannot work. But if you're thinking long term, let's say you're planning towards retirement, or you're a young person and you plan getting married in, let's say 6-7 years to come, so you're saving towards probably your children's school fees or higher institution, that means you're actually planning towards long term, then you can go for locations that are still developing. Location is the key. Location is the key. So if you're thinking short term, then you need to go for an already developed location. That is where you can make the magic money you're looking for. Because let's say you want to go for a short term investment, you can go for short let. Actually, short let is oil money. Let me use that word. Short let is oil money right now in Lagos, in the Lekki axis. Short let is money. Imagine paying a Imagine a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom duplex charging 250,000 naira per day. I mean per day. This is not per month, per day. Yes. A 3-bedroom duplex. A 3-bedroom duplex in Lekki phase 1 charges 250,000 naira per day for short lets. And there are some that charges more. And these apartments are, in fact, you don't need to look for clients. Like, they are always booked. So you can calculate it. 250,000 naira per day in 30 days. Okay, let's say yes, it might not really be a perfect situation. Let's say you might not really have 100% occupancy rate for the month, but let's say 70. Calculate the money. In 2 years, in 2 to 3 years, or even less than that, you've recouped your capital. That is it. But the downside of this investment is that you have to go into it with money. Buying such a duplex in those kind of location is like it's not business. Like, it's money you get. So you have to go into such investment with money if you're looking to cash out in a very short period of time. You understand? So location is actually key in knowing if your property will appreciate or not. And then if your goal is long term, then and you really don't have that amount of money to buy a duplex in Lekki or Kate or Aja, then you can look at Ibeji Lekki. Don't look at Ibeji Lekki with the eyes of Ibeji Lekki is just coming up. No, there are places in Ibeji Lekki right now that are selling for 20 million naira. I mean, Amen Estates is selling for 22 to 27 million naira right now. Yes, I have a commercial property in Ibeji Lekki, facing the free trade zone, very close to the Dangote refinery, selling for 15 million naira. So Ibeji Lekki is not that place you used to know. Ibeji Lekki is opening up. You understand? Yes, there are still places that sell for 1 million naira, 2.5 million naira, 3 million naira. If you are still a beginner in the real estate investment business, you can look into those areas. That's why I said long-term goal. If your goal in real estate is actually long-term, then you can look into those areas, because those areas definitely you don't expect to get returns almost immediately, but it comes gradually, and like before you know it, those areas will boom when migration gets there. So migration is actually another factor. I'm going to talk about migration in my next video. So that is that for location. Location is key. Location is king. Location is location is everything. Just get a good location. Even if you don't have the money to invest in an already developed location, there are locations that are coming up, places like Ekpe, places like Ekpe and Ibeji Lekki. Like, you can look into these areas. And that is what will bring me to the second point, is development and infrastructures. You have to check for the developments in place. What are the developments here right now? What are the infrastructures here? Are there any government projects around? And what are the plans for development, either by the government, either by private investors? What are plans for development in the future? So it's actually in two ways, present and future. This second factor is also very, very important. It's as important as location, especially if you're just starting out small. If you're a beginner in real estate investments and you don't really have that money, to invest in a very, very open area, because places like Ikeja, I'm using Lagos for example, places like Ikeja, Festac, Lekki, Victoria Island, Ikoyi, yes, those ones are for the, those ones are very, very high. But if you're a beginner, you're just starting out, there are places to look out for. So if you actually go towards the Ibeji Lekki and the Ekpe axis, those two places is called the New Lagos, and there is a special reason why it's called the New Lagos. Migration is going there. Migration is going there, and it's going to be a very big one. In fact, Ibejuleki itself is going to, like, there's going to be an industrial revolution in Ibejuleki. I'm going to make a separate video for that, explaining why Ibejuleki is the New Lagos and why Ekpe is the next best place to Ibejuleki right now in Lagos. But that's not what we're going into. So talking about development and infrastructures, let me still use Ibejuleki for example. We have the Lekki Free Trade Zone, we have the refinery, we have the deep sea ports, we have lots of we have the Eleko Beach, and then also check out for universities too. We have the Pan-Atlantic University in Ibejuleki. In Ekpe we have the St. Augustine's University, we have the Yaba Technology, and there are lots of them. All these things are pointers. They are pointers because wherever you see development, people are always attracted. People are always attracted to the place. Lights attract people. So where there is development, people come there, and a lot of things happens there. So that is why you need to position yourself there. So like I said, Ibejuleki now has lots of developments, lots of infrastructures, and these are pointers to the fact that this place is going to boom very soon. Ibejuleki is going to be far bigger than Lekki tomorrow, and that is why you need to position yourself there. And then future development, the proposed international airport is along the Ibejuleki Ekpe Expressway. It's still proposed, it has not started. But plans of those future developments is what you should actually look at. What is the government plan for this place in the next 2 years? Then the Fourth Mainland Bridge also. The Fourth Mainland Bridge also is another very big project that is actually going to make that place an industrial hub. Let's talk about the coastal road. Pass through Lakampine Tropicana, down through that Lekki Free Trade Zone, in front of the Dangote refinery, right down to VI. So when the coastal road is complete, I mean from Ibejuleki to VI it shouldn't take anything less than 15 minutes. Yes. So plans of future development matters. So when you're looking at the present development, also look at the future development. These things will actually give you a pointer to why your property is going to appreciate and why it will not appreciate. The Lekki of 20 years ago, 30 years ago was a slum. There's this popular name, they call it Morocco. It was a slum. Like nobody knew Lekki was going to transform to what it is right now. You understand? So when it comes to real estate investment, foresight, I used to say it, foresight is actually the key. The ability to predict the future, the ability to look at this and like, oh, yes, this might happen, this will happen, and this might happen here. So let me position myself first. Okay, imagine people that position themselves when VI was coming up, when Lekki was coming up, people that position themselves there. Like I've heard stories from people like that they were even offered lands and like they were not interested. Some were even dashing out and like selling out their lands then because it wasn't what they expected. But when it comes to investments, foresight is the key. The ability to look into the future and look into the plans of the government, because Lagos has a master plan. So getting those information and seeing that okay, yes, this is a major project like the First Mainland Bridge. The First Mainland Bridge has been talked about for a very long time, very long time, and now the information reaching me is that it's going to commence next year. Yes, it has been talked about for a very long time. You understand? So people have actually positioned themselves in strategic places that, oh yes, let me be here, let me take roots, and let me actually take roots here, so that when people come, I'll be the one selling to them. On Tuesday, I journeyed through Ibejuleki. Ibejuleki is actually a very vast we're looking at a very vast, as in what I mean, vast area of land, very, very vast. You know, that's what I meant. I journeyed. Like, it was a journey. I felt like I was going from Lagos to Benin. It was actually a very long journey. And one thing struck me there. One thing struck me while going. One thing struck me all along the road. It is how real estate companies have positioned themselves. I mean, I journeyed, meaning the journey was far. But all through, real estate companies have positioned themselves all through. And smart investors also have positioned themselves all through. Migration hasn't gotten there yet. People don't live there yet. But people already own lands there. Like, you can see companies with their gate houses, like, you understand, like, people already position themselves, like, even if it takes 10 years for this development to go, I am here waiting. You understand? And when it finally comes, they are the ones, they will not be the ones apportioning land to you. Okay, yes, you can buy it, and then, by then, you'll be buying times 20 of what they bought. And that is the truth. A wise man once said, he said, find out where people are going and buy the land before they get there. And that is where migration comes in. So I'll see you in my next video, where I'm going to explain how migration is actually a factor for real estate profitability, and another yet important one, land title. Land title can either make you or mar you when it comes to real estate investments. Knowing land titles, especially in Nigeria, especially in Lagos, matters. Knowing the title of your land, and knowing that your land can actually be taken away at any point or demolished. The property can be demolished. Yes, especially in Lagos. Yeah, if you get it wrong when it comes to land title. So see you on Monday, 7 a.m. and please like, subscribe, and share this video. Also turn on the notification bell so that you don't need me reminding you to come and watch this video, because I'm actually dishing out very important information. And please, if you got value, drop it in the comment box. I'll be waiting. And also, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. So see you next time. See you on Monday. Bye.